So today I'm going to look at a video where some young students are scatting, and other people were thinking that they were kind of, not cool, very white, because they do sound like that. And wrongly, some people were kind of, in my opinion, wrongly, laughing at them and saying, oh my God, what the heck is this? What I want to bring up is that just like we have performance standards for Mozart and Bach and different performance standards for other choirs, we have performance standards for jazz choir. And we should be teaching our choral directors and music educators what those standards are so that they can do them. So here it is. I'm going to listen and look. Okay, so here we go. When we start off that da 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 da, she's not doing bad rhythms. But what is the issue? Why is it not pleasing? One, she's a beginner. So kudos to her for trying this. So she's got some of the rhythms, da 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 da, ba da da da. But the first thing is she's here, ba da 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 da. That's not gonna work. It doesn't. Singing jazz up here doesn't always work. It just doesn't. It's too high, and it's too much in this space right here. If she bring it down a little bit and just put it here, da 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 da, and just instead of thinking about putting it right here, put it in more speaky places, and then do less, da 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 da. So feeling that do ya do ya do ya do ya. Actually, it was jink 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 If they had done that and started having that kind of rhythmic feel in the mind, that would have helped. Da 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 da. Cool. Okay, let's go ahead. Part of the issue here with this young man is not that he's right in the right part of his voice. He has a really pretty voice. But again, it's not locked with the time. So always remember that when you're scatting, you must lock with the time. And so at the end, he starts going off a little bit with the time. If you lock in with the time first and then do something, you'll be in better shape. Okay, so let's see what happens next. Now, that one again, it really wasn't that bad. But when you put it in this, da 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 da, one, the corniometer was high, and she was really trying to get into it. That is not the bad part, and it's not really that bad. What it is, the the syllables are not the problem. The thing is that she's not trying to sound like a horn. If you're not trying to sound like a horn, then it's not gonna work. This thing is really too fast. These students are at a pace that's just too fast for them to really feel the swing. So the other thing is that the piano underneath ain't swinging. If the piano's not swinging, how do you expect the vocalist to swing? So when we're teaching teachers, educators, Swing. If you can't swing, find somebody who can. If you can't find accompanist that can swing, because like maybe you don't have the money, get a backing track. Hire somebody, a pianist in the area that you know. Get a backing track. Slow it down and then start. Let's go ahead. Okay. It's really just the tone quality. And again, it's the over and over and over thing of everybody starting on the one. Everybody's starting on the one. Don't start on the one. How about ding, 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 ba do, do da do da da. I'm not doing anything. Da do, boo ba do da da, boo beep wa do da, do beep wa do da. I'm just doing very simple things, but some of that comes with age and experience. I've been doing this for a while, so here are the kind of parameters that we can do that specifically tell the student how to do this. How to do this. So I'm going to continue on with it. That right there. That one is the cool, like again, trying to be cool. Ba, 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 ba. No, that's not cool. That's not cool. It doesn't sound like a horn. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't sound like the music. You do da do da do do do. That's not jazz. But if you want to do a do da do da a do 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 a do 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 da do da ba da 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 da. So I'm trying to kind of take the same things that she's doing. These are the performance practices. So instead of being da 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 or da 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 da, if you're going to add vibrato, if you're going to add an R&B sound, then sound R&B. If you're going to do that, R&B is, remember, rhythm and blues. So there's an element of the blues. There's blues in rhythm and blues. So if you're going to do that, trying to have that sound without blues, that's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's going to sound hokey. That was cool. That was cool. So my problem with that is not that he couldn't do it. It's too much. Too much. So think about if you want to do something that has long and then short space. Think about question, answer. So a really, really nice voice. A really nice voice. But again, it just sounds not jazz-like. And if you're going to do it, everything is just too that's not jazz. It's not that. You know, if it was like if you're gonna do that, it's this feeling. So remember, in African music, there's always movement, always. You know, there's something, there's gotta be some dirt, some grease. Things ain't always clean. That's part of the problem. It's a little clean. It's clean. You want to be a little dirtier. So loud does not equal intense. Loud is just loud. Now, it can be used, and you can get really loud. But one of the more important things about getting loud is also making sure that you're with the time, with the time, with the time. So, okay. Now that makes a lot of sense. I liked hers. She was really nice. She just is a little wordy. And again, when you're in the beginning, it's wordy. It's just really wordy. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, so that, the end right there was problematic. Problematic. It was pretty. Remember, everything was this. Choirs understand the performance practice that I just gotta say it. It just sounds white. I've been to different places. I've worked with many a white musician that doesn't sound white. I've worked with many a white musician that doesn't do that. Many a white musician. I've worked with many a white musician who has taken the time to study and look and feel and understand. So it's not about race, so to speak, that you can't have a white musician who doesn't sound like authentic jazz. That's not what I'm saying. But it's that white. No. I feel like no. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's really what it is. Don't do it. You know, there's gotta be some kind of soul, some kind of in your gut. Remember that this music was joyful expression born out of pain. Joyful expression born out of pain. So if you're gonna do if you're gonna have it, it just would not sound like this. So I have issue with the arrangement. I have issue with the tempo. I have issue with the choral sound. I do not have any issue with the singers. I have issue with the education. I have issue with directors. I have issues with arrangers. If it sounds, then that's not jazz. It's not. It's not black music. It's just not. It's not. Stop it. If you want your students to know this music, start looking at the tradition and the culture. Start looking at the tradition and the culture, not the chord. Come from the drum, come from the moan, come from the feeling joy out of pain and anguish. That's where the music comes from. And so the feeling of the time, that's where you want to start. And then you don't want to be in this place. This place does not work for jazz very well. It just doesn't. This place does not work for jazz. This place does not work for jazz very well. It just doesn't. It doesn't. Okay, that's it. This was long.